sunshine on my mind. My body gets to moving, and I've got a little time. 20 extra minutes, but 5 is all I need.
Welcome back to another edition of your favorite show and my favorite show, The Morning Wood Show. I'm your host, Richie Scott. This is your host,
the legendary Jamal Maurice Bouvier.
You said that every week.
I was a legend last week. I'm a legend this week. I'll be a legend next week.
Shout out to the real legends like Dick Clark. More importantly, right now, we have with us seated here today the legendary himself, the real legendary designer, Andrew Nowell. So we want to tell you guys that on Friday, May 4th, we are having our First Friday Social Networking Happy Hour, and Andrew will actually be the designer of choice for our fashion show that we're having. So we're going to get a chance to see a good amount of his new collection. So we're really excited about that. So let's talk. Let's talk fashion, sir.
See, how can I help?
Once again, welcome to the show. We're so excited that we are finally getting a chance to work with you, and just to show your work and just expose our fans to your fans and your fans to us, and hopefully, we can stay connected. You can dress us for the red carpet.
Okay.
Because that's where we're going.
No
but
problem.
we just want to chat with you, find out a little bit about you. Now, we just discovered you were from New York.
Yes, I am.
Okay. How long have you been in the DC area?
I've been here since 1999.
Okay.
I started out in the military, went to the Navy. After the Navy, I decided to settle here. But before the Navy, I actually went to the Fashion Institute of Technology.
Okay.
Yes.
That's interesting. And so that goes into our first question. How did you start designing?
Actually, I started out in high school of art and design.
Okay.
I started out doing fashion illustration. And then while I was in high school, my aunt bought me a sewing machine because she saw that I had developed this interest in fashion. Wow. And from there, I just was like Edward Scissorhands on the sewing machine, just creating a whole, bunch of things. My sister was like my first model for me.
Okay.
And after that, I just, it just kept growing and growing and growing. And it was during the time when fashion was becoming, what it is right now.
Okay.
Separate, finding this niche in the entertainment industry or whatever. And from there, I just developed the interest. Went to the Fashion Institute of Technology where I majored in menswear design, and and that was it.
I think it's really amazing that you said your aunt bought you a sewing machine.
Yes, she did.
I think that's really amazing that when you can see someone, you can recognize the gifts in someone in their family, and regardless of you being a male or, if you said you had been a female, you wanted to do something that was outside of the norm, that you had someone in your family to support you with that, and look at where he is now.
Because my father wanted me to play basketball.
Of course he did.
Football, but you know how that goes.
Right.
And most, African American families.
Right. Yeah. Thank God for the women in our families that can really steer us where our purpose is. So how did you really know that you wanted to be a designer? She bought you the sewing machine, but when did you really know?
Well, fashion design is just part of, what I like to do, my talents, whatever. I just like to create. I've always considered myself an artist first, and then a fashion designer, secondary, really.
Okay.
And that's part of it. Fashion design, some people just see, with all the celebrities and their endorsements and them taking on the lines and everything, it kind of just, waters it down, but it's really an art form. I see it as soft sculpture.
Okay.
Just being able to take what's, you see in the world and just, putting all that into what you create and how you view the world, the philosophy and everything else. Does that make?
It does. It absolutely does.
I see. It's at a much higher level.
Right.
For me, I also carpentry, anything creative, drawing, sketching, painting, I like to do.
Okay.
So, I guess fashion design finds its way in that also.
So, have you reached that moment when you felt as though in fashion design success was within your reach?
Yeah. You always, you'll feel that. You're just right on the verge, many times. But it's something that you do, not for me at least. I mean, you want to be successful, but you also have to have a passion,
Right.
you know, for it, because that's what keeps you going, you know, when you may encounter failures. You know, it's just your passion for doing it. So to me, it's, if I don't get in all the stores or whatever, I still see myself as being a success because I have a couple of people who like what I do and I enjoy doing it.
Right.
And I believe that's what makes you successful. If you're happy doing what you like to do.
Right, exactly.
But speaking of success, I mean, you know, one of the big things that we all saw was you were featured on BT's Rip the Runway
Yes.
Yes.
this year. So
Congratulations. on
Thank
that.
you.
I mean, tell us how did that experience, like, how did that come about? Were you prepared for it at the time? Like, how did it go?
Well, someone actually recommended me,
Okay.
and I took some of my garments to the to audition, because you have to audition for it. They have to look at what you have, and they like what they saw, and they decided to, you know, I had all the menswear in this one particular scene was my menswear, and I didn't know that at the time until I actually saw the show, and I
Wow.
saw like, oh wow, they used they outfitted all the guys in my items, and they really liked it. And then the biggest surprise was to see B.O.B. out performing in one of my Charlotte Pell tuxedo jackets. That was like a big high for me.
Yeah. that was
And getting to meet, you know, Deborah Lee, who was the president of
Right.
BET, and hearing some of the kind things she had to say about, you know, the presentation. So that was definitely a high point. The other one was actually getting to talk to Mekhi Brooks of True Blood fame, and
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
actually, I know, right? And you know, he's worn one of my outfits, and I'm also working with Travis Winfrey, designing some things for him, and Terrence J.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yes. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Now, will we see Mekhi and set up some of your underwear line, the soul?
Oh, I don't know. Well, you know, he has a little contract.
He has a little contract. There may be a
He'll do
conflict
that.
of interest.
Something like that. Yes.
Oh well. So if you all don't know, you should know. I don't know why you don't know if you're a fan of the show. We are about to have a fashion show on Friday, and he is going to preview his spring-summer 2013 line for us. So you have anything that really inspired you with this line, or anything that's still working out?
Actually, Mova
Okay.
inspired me, because Mova, I believe they have a club in Miami, and then they have one in DC, and it's just the contrast of the two cities. One is summer climate, one is, you know,
Right.
colder climate, one is more, you know, resort like, the other one is
It's a little
you know,
schizophrenic. As of last week, it's a little schizo.
I decided to take that as my inspiration and blend both styles. So you'll see a little bit of, you know, the street urban edginess mixed with, you know, this more relaxed, you know, beach, you know, resort feel,
Okay.
you know, in the clothing. So I'll have like a couple of tailored suits and mixing them up with like denim cut off shorts and things of that nature,
wow.
you know, sheer cotton shirts.
Okay.
You know, mixed with like a tough, rugged, a tailored or denim blazer. Yeah, and it all has that sort of.
I'm thinking like, oh, what am I going to wear to this show? With everybody else coming down looking better than me.
You know.
Because I usually stand out at the happy hour. But
Really?
I
Oh,
have to tell.
okay.
Yes, he does.
I have to take the back seat this time, and that's fine because you know it's all about you on Friday. So this underwear line, let's talk about this. 'Cause I love underwear. I mean, it's like
As a matter of fact, I bought you guys.
okay. See now,
You wasn't expecting that, was
I was not expecting this.
the gotcha is gonna be the size.
Okay.
That's gonna be the
I gotta
gotcha.
be
Oh my
my
God!
Well,
Thank you so much.
Okay, that's
This is awesome.
The newest, you know, collection. It's a cotton boxer brief, and and then the other one is a microfiber.
Let's open them up.
A
So
blue
short, too.
microfiber brief, which is suitable and
Straight
great
from the blue.
for working out.
Yup.
Okay.
You know,
I love these.
Let me pull up the same.
yeah.
These are really, really nice. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
You
It's
see the
really
logo
good.
here?
I work with a manufacturer, in Colombia, to design something for, for my clientele. I wanted to create a line for men of color, is what I
So, Andrew, this is the Morning Wood Show, and I want to know, when you created your the construction of your underwear
Yes.
design, did you take wood into consideration?
Oh, absolutely. I think everybody is proud of their wood. So I wanted to create something to showcase the woodwork.
Okay. And when I say that, I'm not being ratchet, but there are some underwear designs that include a little extra that some of us don't need.
Well, it's the same principle as, in women's lingerie, particularly Victoria's Secret, what she did with the bra, For a long time, women have cornered the market on feeling sexy, about their body. So, I think it's something that men are starting to get into also.
Right.
And, working out, manscaping.
Right.
And now, nice pair of underwear, to complete, the total look. And, men are starting to feel. I spoke to my brother and asked him what brand would he like. Years ago would have been Hanes or Fruit of the Loom, and he's telling me,
Some other designers.
Some other design, yeah.
You don't even need to mention them right now.
He's going to be a faithful follower of Die Soul, but but that's where we're at now.
Right.
Men are wanting to showcase their bodies, and they want to feel good and sexy too. So, that's another reason why I created this.
And it's not about metrosexual. I hate that word. It's just about, you want to look better, you want to feel better, you want to clean yourself up and look presentable. There's nothing metrosexual about it. And healthy as well. It's a total package.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, we're going to jump into a fun part.
From top to bottom.
And now, but before we go into the game, is there a current fashion trend that makes your skin crawl?
A current fashion trend that makes my skin crawl. People who just try too hard to be fashionable. That is just excessive.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Whenever I design, I throw everything on, in the design, everything, and then I take everything out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Is what I do. And I just think nowadays people are just so excessive with, they're just combining, 5 looks into one.
Right.
That they become fashion victims. So I think that's like a trend,
Okay.
now. Yeah.
I think there's a difference between style and then fashion.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
And it's style, as someone said, style is always in fashion. So it's sort of like
I like that.
irony.
Yo.
If you didn't believe that, style is always in fashion.
That's right.
Tweet it.
I like that. Now, one more question that was burning on
Okay.
me. How is it determined what looks are going to come down the runway? You know how after New York Fashion Week or whatever Fashion Week, you said
Yes.
the runway was full. Purple is the color for the season. As a designer, how do you all know that that's what you should put in your look? In your collection, I should say.
Well, industry practice, many people subscribe to a fashion forecasting service, and they predict colors and trends years in advance. They already know what's going to be happening 3-4 years from now.
Okay.
And designers usually subscribe to these services, and they kind of adjust their collection to fall into these trends, because now designers, for the more high-end designers, and designers in period, don't really design their collection anymore. A lot of it is based on input from store buyers and customers and things of that nature. Gone is the day when you could just go out and create anything that you wanted to create, and everybody would rush to you and love it. But now designers are competing with off-price discounters, Targets, H&M, and things of that nature. So, they no longer have those freedoms that they once have, and they have to now, tailor their product to specifically fit the needs of the retailer and the customer.
Okay.
And still try and find some sort of identity, for their collection and all of that.
Okay. Before something else crazy
Yes.
happens technically, where can they find your designs?
Well, they can go to my website, andrewnowell.com, and Dassault for the underwear is DassauLtInc.com.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. We have to get that in there.
For right now.
Ooh, we don't know what this camera will do, but we're gonna play a game real
Okay,
quick.
what's the game?
We want to keep you safe.
All right.
It's gonna be play or pass. You can either play or you
Okay.
can pass.
All right.
So you can pass it to us if you don't want to answer the question. Okay.
All right.
So, which of the following female celebrities need to trade in their trademark looks? Nicki Minaj, Lil Kim, Rihanna, Willow Smith. You can play or pass.
Trademark looks. I'll just pass that to you.
You gonna pass?
I'll let you take that one.
I'll say Lil Kim. I think she needs to trade it. The whole Catwoman, the whole the double wig thing she wears. It's just trade it in. Just come back home. Come back home. Next question. Okay, which one of the following male celebrities should trade in their trademark looks?
Okay.
Lil Wayne, Bruno Mars, T.I., Drake, B.O.B.
B.O.B. Well, you know I'm a big B.O.B. fan.
You know, I just threw that
So I think he is A-okay with me. I don't know. I think maybe Lil Wayne is time for the braids and everything, you know, to do something different.
Right.
You know?
Put a look together.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Because that's been, you know, a couple of years now. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Now, which male celebrity, being a menswear designer,
Okay.
which male celebrity would you like in your pants? Kanye, Chris Brown, Mark Wahlberg, or Rick Ross?
Kanye. I think Mark Wahlberg.
Yes.
You know, I like Mark Wahlberg. Yeah.
That's the original baby daddy.
Exactly.
He's the original baby daddy.
Uh-huh.
Okay, now we're gonna do Shade on Parade. Now you
Okay,
have to
Shade on
answer
Parade.
these.
Yes.
Best dressed, Beyonce or Rihanna?
Rihanna.
Worst weed, Kenya Bell or Tamar Braxton?
Tamar Braxton.
Best dressed celebrity mom, Tina Knowles or Kris Jenner?
Kris Jenner.
Best dressed sister acts, Kardashians or the Braxtons?
Kardashian.
The Kardashians. Oh,
Good job, sir.
yeah, you are doing great. We want to thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
being on our show.
Thank you. Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, once again, this is Andrew Nowell. He will be featured, the only designer for our fashion show and happy hour, MOVA, Friday, May 4th, 5:30 to 9:30. The show starts at
7:30.
So do not miss it. Tell everybody, come out. It's going to be half price drinks.
Be there.
Be there.
Stalk
And
us.
once again, you can find his designs at
AndrewNowell.com and DassauLtInc.com.
It's the Morning Witch Show. We love you. Peace.
Been acting right, don't do nothing right. Cheated, yeah, he cheated, now he wants you back right. Kept your back tight, held him down right. So now it's time to switch. Just give me a minute, so I can get in it. I'm playing to win it. I'm good, so I get it. I'll take what you're giving. I know what it isn't. Let me be your villain. I'm hard, so I'll kill it.
Keep saying forever. If we got that long, then we'll stay together. See, I want more time, want more than an hour. We'll go all night long, 'cause I've got the power.
off his hand. Just give me a minute, so I can get in it. I'm playing to win it. I'm good, so I get it. I'll take what you're giving. I know what it isn't. Let me be your villain. I'm hard, so I'm killing.
I'm saying forever. If you got that long, then we'll stay together. See, I want more time, want more than an hour. We'll go on and on, 'cause I've got the power.
See, I'm not just talking a minute, I'm saying forever. And if you got that long, then we'll stay together. We can go all night, baby. It's hardcore.
I'm not talking a minute, I'm saying forever. If you've got that long, then we'll stay together. See, I want the time, want more than an hour. We'll go on and on, 'cause I've got the power.
Thanks for watching The Morning Wood Show. Be sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.
What's up now? Got wood, got wood, got wood, got wood, got wood, got wood. Wake up in the morning and I'm feeling like a Mac. I can hit a home run 'cause it's like a ball bat. Hard as a rock, but my body still sleep. Rub it out till it's done. When I'm done, I'm all geek. Feel it fresh, feel it under my thumb. Feel it in the morning, feel it when I come out of the bed, rolling with the sunshine. Liquid that is, can't wait till next time. Monday morning, start with a bang. Explosions in my hand, then I let it all hang. Loose, let it drop, then I grab my clothes. I'm jumping off the bed, feeling fresh, let's go. Pick it in, let it swim. Throw the towel in, feeling good about the wood. Good wood is not a sin. All I need is light.